We all know Doors, the game about survival and horror. But there's a problem. It gets a little easy sometimes. So this is why I came up with this challenge. I want to see how many buffs I can do to this game before it gets impossible. But to do that I need the admin panel. So yeah, that's all I really need to say. So enjoy.
Please subscribe. My family hasn't been fed yet.
Well, let's start our first round. We only need to select admin panel to spawn entities. Now that we have loaded in, let's get stocked up on supplies. Since I turned on God mode, let's head to door 50 to where our first buff is. Seek time. Now that we are here almost at door 50, let's explain everything I'm going to do. Every round I go, I get to add an item, a buff, or anything else. Let's go in door 50 and explain everything else. I have a crucifix and a clock for this round. Instead of one figure in the library, there's now two. And there he is. Let's try and survive. My plan is to use the clock and trap both figures so I can run around and collect the books. I have to be more careful because there are less chances to roam around. Right now, two figures won't be that bad compared to later. I'm just going to take my chance and grab the paper. It's really just a waiting game because it's so boring. I just barely survived that. I'm just going to place my clock because I just want to. And there they go. These campers do. Alright, I got all the books and I can now escape. Time to insert the code. Alright, we survived our first buff, which is two figures. Let's now go to the electrical room. Second seek. Time to delete all entities and remove my God mode. I forgot to mention my items. Because the electrical room is a lot smaller and a lot harder than the library, I will need to use the transformed items to survive. So let's pull the lever and spawn in the second figure. I am going to run off to the side so he won't chase me. Where is he? He just dipped, I guess. I am just going to spawn into figures. I also seemingly forgot to turn off God mode. I am disqualified this round. So I'm just going to speedrun this. I won't count this as a win, so let's go back to the lobby. Same rules apply. Instead of 2 figures this round, there are now 3. So let's try and survive this mess. I just wasted my crucifix. I'm being camped and this sucks. This is where my clock strategy comes to play. Once I place it down, they get stuck for like 30 seconds and I can run around to collect the books. Alright, they are distracted now. I might be dead. Please go away. Holy save, dude, I almost died. I need to be a lot more careful now. Not again. We all just saw that. Time to go upstairs. So yeah, that was just fun. Don't tell anyone I did this, but you did not see that. This guy can never make up his mind. So, I would kinda count that, but that is up to you to determine that. Time to get to the electrical room again. Same rules apply, I guess. One free fuse, I guess. These are my items. Now let's pull the lever. I am going to go to the CD so I don't have to run from him. What is he doing? Go away. Yes, stay there. Let's now spawn in the figures. This is actually gonna be hard to do. I am booking it. I had to do it. Yep, and I'm dipping. And boom, we're done. Now sadly, I think this is the bare limit fourth electrical room, so from now on this video will be focused on the library. Let's go back to the lobby again. Alright, I'm back at door 50, let's get our items. This time, I added a moonlight float to help. For some reason, I have extra speed, so it'll just add more figures. There are now 5 figures. And this will be difficult. So we need to be cautious and collect all the books. Wow, really, dude? Going upstairs now. They are just roaming around and it is so funny. Time to insert the code. Okay, so I'm going to be honest, but that was a lot easier than I thought, so the difficulty is going to bump up a lot. Alright, back at door 49. I now have 2 crucifixes instead of 1. I gave myself a speed boost because this round is going to be insane. There are now 10 figures. I have nitrogen monoxide idea how I will survive this. I 100% need to be more careful because this is really hard. I got really lucky on the downstairs books. Time to place the clock to distract them. Time to be lined yet. And there they go. Time to collect all the books. They are back to normal now, back to crouching. They are now storming up. Let's enter the code now. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is probably the bare limitus. I tried adding more on other rounds. Extra rounds that I tried. 50/25 figures failed. Impossible. Safe to say I did not survive long. Well, thank you for watching this video. I think it was very fun to make. Please subscribe because I spent a long time making this. I don't really know what else to say, so CIA.